Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be discussing this chapter, The Rat Trap by Selma Lagerlöf. And in this part, we'll be discussing something about the author, and then we'll move on to discuss this chapter and its theme. So Selma Lagerlöf was a Swedish author and teacher. She published her first novel at the age of 33, and she was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature, which she was awarded in 1909. Additionally, she was the first woman to be granted a membership in the Swedish Academy in 1914. So from her achievements, we come to know that how brilliant of an author she was, and we also have another fact about Selma Lagerlöf, that her works have been translated in many other languages. So works have been so popular that they have been translated in many other languages for people of different cultures and different languages to read them and experience their beauty. So this story written by Selma Lagerlöf, The Rat Trap, is basically narrated in the form of a fairy tale. The fairy tale, as we all have experienced a fairy tale in our lifetime, especially in our childhood. So a fairy tale typically starts with, once upon a time this happened, there was a prince, there was a princess. So in this manner the story starts. So this is basically narrated in the form of a fairy tale. And obviously if this is narrated in the form of a fairy tale, this must be in the third person narrative. So this story talks about a vagabond. A vagabond is a person who moves from one place to another without a home or a job. So this vagabond, this person who doesn't have a job, permanent job, who doesn't have a home, he doesn't have a place which he calls his home, so he moves from one place to another, selling rat traps. So this, the story is all about this person, his experiences, his philosophical thoughts, and all that he encounters, and how he becomes a changed man. And another interesting fact about this story is that the protagonist is not named. The protagonist, that is the vagabond, he is not named in the entire story. He is just called with the names vagabond, peddler, or rat trap seller. So till the story ends, we do not come to know the real name of this character. So this is an interesting part of the story which keeps you hooked. And this is a very well written story. When you start reading the story, you come to know that how your quest to know more and more increases. So my advice is to read this chapter, although it's a long one, but it will enrich your vocabulary and your quest for reading more. Coming on to the theme of this chapter. So this chapter teaches us that kindness is a strong tool to change people. Kindness is a very strong ideal. It's an ideal which has worked for generations and generations to come and generations who have left. It's an ideal that works for everyone. It can change a person. A person who is the most evil one can be turned into a kind one if someone else shows him the path of kindness. And secondly, it tells us that life should not be only focused on materialism. There are many things. There are many things like happiness. There are many values like human companionship and brotherhood. There are many values like these which make our life more meaningful, rather than things like money, wealth, and all the riches that this world has to provide. And this chapter also has many philosophical turns and twists. This chapter also has a bit of humor, humoristic characters, and storyline. So there's a lot of things that in store for us due to this chapter. So let us start by discussing the story. So now the story starts with introduction to the peddler, that is our main character. So we come to know that okay, this is a peddler. He has a sad and monotonous life, and he goes on around the town selling rat traps. He doesn't even get food and shelter for days and days. So this peddler, he leads a very sad and monotonous life. And on one fine day, when he is walking around the town, he falls into a thought cycle. Now, what is this thought cycle about? So in this thought cycle, the peddler is dealing with the thought that the whole world is a rat trap, and this rat trap, it offers comfort and joy to people, to us humans who are the rats for this rat trap. So this rat trap offers all the comfort and the joy, just like baits. When we get tempted by these baits, we get trapped in this rat trap, just like rats get tempted towards cheese. सीधी भाषा में ये बात है कि ये जो एक पूरा हमारी दुनिया है, ऑल ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड, ये हमें ऐसी चीजें हमें ऑफर करती है, जैसे व्हेन वी गेट अ जॉब, वी थ्राइव फॉर प्रमोशन, वी थ्राइव फॉर मोर एंड मोर सैलरी, वी थ्राइव फॉर अ बिग कार, वी थ्राइव फॉर अ बिग होम. सो वी गेट इनटू दिस विशियस सर्कल ऑफ मोर एंड मोर एंड मोर. सो दिस वर्ल्ड हैज टू ऑफर अस मेनी थिंग्स. जस्ट लाइक किसी भी रैट ट्रैप में अगर आपने देखा होगा, एक चूहा पकड़ने वाला जो ट्रैप होता है, उसमें वी सेट अप अ पीस ऑफ चीज. So this cheese tempts the rat to come inside, get the cheese, but the moment he enters inside and touches the cheese, he gets trapped in the rat trap, and this rat trap closes permanently. So this is what this world is. This world offers us all the riches, all the wealth, and all the things that appear glittery and shiny from the outside. But once we get them, once we get these things, we get trapped into a vicious circle of more and more and more. We get trapped into a circle of getting more, and on this expense, we lose all of the things that are more important for us. That is our mental illness and our happiness and our health. So once we get trapped into this vicious circle of getting more and more cheese, that is more and more riches, more and more wealth, there is no way coming out. So this starting this chapter on a note gives us a very an introspective this incident gives an introspective turn to the chapter. We ourselves get into a thought cycle that yes, this is really the case for the world today too. This tells us about the philosophical nature of the peddler. So he thinks that, so he gets amused by thinking this. He gets amused because he talks to no one treats him kindly. Obviously, someone who is a beggar, someone who begs food, and someone who begs for shelter, and someone who is moving around in the town like this. Obviously, people like us, people from the privileged backgrounds, we get irritated by these people and we shun them away. So peddler is amused by his thoughts himself. Nobody is there to make him laugh. Nobody is there to engage in meaningful conversations with him. So he gets amused by his own thoughts. Now we move on to another incident, that this was a cold, dark night when the peddler was moving around the town and he was trudging around the road. He asked for shelter from a home. So this house was of a crofter. So this crofter, he opened the door. So this was the first time anybody opened the door for a peddler, for this peddler. The crofter opened the door. He treated him nicely. He greeted him nicely, and he said that yes, you can stay for the night here. So this was the first time that nobody shunned him away. Nobody told him to go away and do not disturb them. He treated him nicely. The crofter brought him in his home, he played cards with him, he served him a nice meal, and he became so frank with the peddler that he even showed him 30 kroners that he had earned by selling the milk of his cows. So what is kroner? Kroner is basically the Sweden currency. So this kroner, the crofter showed the 30 kroners that he had earned from selling his cow's milk. This shows us that how gullible crofter was, how simplistic crofter was. Just because he didn't have any wife, he didn't have any children and family, he welcomed a stranger into his house. He was so kind-hearted. He welcomed the stranger in his house and even shared the sheer happiness he got from earning this money. He didn't even think that even if I show this money to the stranger, he might steal it. He didn't even give a thought. This is the exact same thing that happened. When the crofter showed this money to the peddler, he tucked the pouch containing the 30 kroners on the side panel of his window, and both of them went to sleep. So the next morning, when the crofter went to his own work and the peddler also went off, what happened was, when the vagabond, that is the peddler, he found a chance to slip inside Crofter's home again. He he didn't slip inside the house. He got to that window. He got to the backside of his home. He got to that window. He broke the window pane, slid his hand inside, and took the pouch containing the 30 kroners. Basically, he stole the money that the crofter had shown him. This shows us that vagabond was a person who wasn't worthy of anyone's trust. The crofter was so nice to him. He served him a hot meal. He played cards with him and smoked cigars with him. He treated him so nicely, but he didn't kept his trust. But the vagabond didn't think twice before stealing the crofter's money. And on top of that, he's pleased with his smartness. He's pleased with the act that he has conducted. So when he steals the money, he goes on deep into the forest. So now near the crofter's house, there was a forest. So to escape from this act that he had conducted, to escape from the police, to escape from the sheriff, he took on the part of the forest and not the public highway, because he knew that अगर वो ये public highway लेगा, so उसको sheriff या जो police है वहाँ की वो पकड़ लेगी. So what he does is he escapes into the forest. When he gets into the forest, he is further amused by himself. He thinks that how smart I am to take the path of forest, to steal this money so easily, and how gullible the crofter was to show me the money. So he is pleased by his own smartness. But when he goes deep and deep into the forest, and the day is and the sunset is getting closer and closer, and the day is getting darker and darker, he gets frightened because he is losing his way into the forest. He is only moving around in circles in the forest. जैसे ही वो कहीं से जा रहा था, उसी जगह पर वो वापस आ रहा था, because he had lost his way. So what does this tell us? This tells us that the rat trap himself was trapped in his own rat trap, and the 30 kroner shown by the crofter was a bait. This is a very deep thought presented in this chapter. The rat trap that the peddler was talking about, that many people get trapped in that cage, he himself was trapped in that. Just because he went for the 30 kroner, he got greedy. Now he's trapped in this forest which is acting as a rat trap, and he's finding no way out. So he gets so frightened that he falls to the ground, and he becomes motionless and waits for his death. Just when he falls to the ground, he hears a strong thumping sound. So this thumping sound, he joins the ends and finds out that this sound is coming from the nearby iron mill. So this iron mill, obviously iron mills have furnaces, right? They have furnaces, and where iron is melt and it is shaped. So he thinks that if I go to that iron mill, I will get heat and I will get shelter for a night. So he follows that sound, he follows that thumping sound, and he gets to the iron mill. When he gets to the iron mill, he gets many weird glances at how a peddler is coming here. But the members of that, the workers of that iron mill were very much aware with people like him who came here for a heat and shelter. So nobody stopped him, and they gave him a shelter for